Hello everyone, I am Johnson. Today, let's learn how to make swipe navigation. Swipe navigation, also known as swipe gestures or swipe-based navigation, is a user interface interaction pattern that allows users to navigate through content or screens by swiping their fingers horizontally or vertically on a touch-enabled device. With swipe navigation, users can swipe left or right to move between different pages or screens, or swipe up or down to scroll through content. This gesture-based interaction eliminates the need for traditional buttons or menus, making it a popular choice for mobile interfaces where screen space is limited. Some common swipe navigation components include swipeable cards, carousel, tab navigation, image gallery. Let's start by creating the swipeable cards. We need to design a swipeable card similar to the App Store, where the card stays fixed in the appropriate position after a left or right swipe. First, let's drag in a heading widget and enter picked for you as the text. Then, drag in a dynamic panel as the container for the card. Next, drag in a rectangle to create the card and adjust its corner radius. Then, duplicate the card and adjust its position. We need to expose a portion of the new card on the right to indicate to the user that it can be dragged. Duplicate the card again so that we have a total of 3 cards. Make slight adjustments to the positions of the cards. Then, drag in another heading and name it App 1. Duplicate it to create heading 2 and heading 3. Next, let's drag in hotspots to fill the gaps between the cards. We need 2 hotspots of the same size between card 1 and card 2. Duplicate them between card 2 and card 3. Also, duplicate the hotspot on the left side of card 1 to the right side of card 3. Group the hotspots and cards separately and name them 1, 2, and 3. Then, create a dynamic panel with all the cards and hotspots and name it Swipe. We will drag this hotspot. Drag in another hotspot to create a vertical line. Place it in the center of the container to determine the position of the drag. Add image fills to the rectangles of the cards. Select the Stretch to Cover option. Next, let's add interactions to the Swipe dynamic panel. Add a dragged interaction and set it to move this with drag X since we want to enable horizontal dragging. Then, add a drag-dropped interaction. Here, we need to add conditions to determine where the card should move based on the position at the end of the drag. If this .x is greater than the x value of the line, move the x coordinate of this to 0 with a 200 milliseconds animation. Let's determine the maximum position the card can reach when drag-drop to the right. It appears that the rightmost x coordinate is -666. Add a new condition. If the x value of the line is greater than this .x, move the x coordinate of this to minus 660. Add another condition. If the area of widget 1 is over the area of the widget line, move the x coordinate of this to 0. Add a condition. If the area of widget 2 is over the area of the widget line, when dragging the swipe dynamic panel, we can see that when it reaches the midpoint, the x value of swipe is minus 333. Move the x coordinate of this to minus 333. Add another condition. If the area of widget 3 is over the area of the widget line, move the x coordinate of this to minus 666. For the case of dragging to the leftmost edge, we need to set this .x to this .right. This means that when the hotspot line is to the right of all the cards, move this to the rightmost position. Once the settings are complete, preview the prototype. You will see that when dragging the card, it will move to the corresponding position upon release. If you like my video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel.